tap firing with the legendary infantry rifle. Jack, in the right hands, this thing decimates players.
Yes, legendary infantry rifle, legendary RPG, but now looking to just farm 44, 44, 44. Bye-bye, aggro Ryan. Cloud,
ridiculous.
Get even higher up on the high ground now. Doesn't have any minis left, but you know what?
A little 1v1 right here, all the way at the top of the zone. The shot from the pump does just a little bit. Player from outside, and it's Cloud. Goes down to the pump. Poison trap to try and defend, but it's not quick enough. 27 HP left. Is that the player? Looks like they may have rotated into a safer spot. Orion getting the top down from on this player, but swapped one elim. The compact SMG punishes Tyler's on rotation in, pushing out, looking for the pump shot. Quick edit down and shot at the calves. Gets Ricky. The 175. They'll siphon. The timing of the siphons sometimes are so key to making a push on another player. And he went for it. Watt, actually in that case, paid the price. Looks like a little bit of misaim there.
Yep, there's a Ryan.
Edit was super clean though.
Orion.
Trying to make his way to qualification for solos. His duo partner Dubs already in. The pump shot from Orion.
That should be the elim, yep.
Shaky goes down. 4 players left. Mega picks up that elimination on Orion, caught on the outside. Mega has a top down on both, but they both rift. I'm not even sure what the healing left with these players. Mega potentially has the advantage. Tom's trying to climb with the launch pad, but everything is zoned out from above. Mega is owning the entire surface. With a circle this small, it's very easy to zone out your opponent. Tom has to rotate out into the storm and gets a big hit. Mega down to 27 HP, trying to outbuild and do everything that he can to stay alive. Minis at the last second are going to be huge. Can't pull off a second one. 11. The flint knock goes for it and cannot land it. A valiant effort by Mega, but Tom that secures the victory royale. That's the previous NA East matches. These monsters out here asserting dominance. Cease picks up a second elimination. The accuracy is uncanny. Anytime. You mentioned earlier, and I believe Cease just caught his own rocket there,
but didn't actually get hit by it.
A slight misplay.
This was a zone that caught a lot of people off guard as everyone's branching on out. On the high ground, you've got Young Beast for right now, one player just above. Cease trying to focus that player on the ultimate high ground with the RPG right now, has someone nearby looking for the edit. Unfortunately, no shotgun shot yet. Spray coming back in.
Every chance he can. This actually might be extremely advantageous. Has the ridge to drop down. Nickgate 30 gets caught off guard. The pump shot might only be blue, but still hits like a bus. Niddle taking a little bit of damage out in the storm. The shot inside the baller breaking the walls. Niddle might not have to take the walls himself. The baller might do all the work, and Keys goes down. Niddle picks up another elimination.
And there's the mats. There's the mats Niddle needed this whole time. From 0 up to 100 total builds possible. In this one, 11 players left, and we're on the 9th zone. This is one of the most stacked super late game lobbies we've seen so far today. Lunezi shotgun to the back, pleasing. Does get control of the wall. Looks like the edit will come in. Pumps Twexy right in the back. Here's a rift being popped. Tries to grab the mats. Doesn't actually find any from that brick.
8 elims. Lunezi in an excellent spot here, but only 40 builds. The drop in looking for a shot. Goes for the heavy snipe shot. The no scope. A little bit of style there, but takes liquid fire out with the pump. Another player drops in. Lunezi's walling him just outside the zone. He owns the circle, or what's left of it here for the last few seconds as the storm starts to tick. Gets the siphon elimination. Avery goes down. The last second campfire, and Schmecht outlives just barely with a campfire of their own all the way up top. 90s.
Schmecht stayed all the way up top.
And plays like this, just spraying the opponent's structure, dropping in, going for the replace. Gets it, gets the edit. One shot on him, 44 shield, and Ty pays the price with the second one. Clicks pushing in, and the loadout goes from potentially a little risky to
towards them and the pump shot, all within 2.5 seconds.
I'm actually going to ask, I don't know if production can pull that specific play and have somebody take a look at it afterwards. That would be fantastic, and if not, hopefully somebody can get me a clip online because I want to look at that. There was so much happening there.
Yeah.
Tilting. Going down on the outside, net going down on the outside.
Hiding in the corn for a second.
Cuevas, I feel that. I feel that big time. Cuevas push up 5 eliminations. Sitting on quite a bit of shield, but not an opportunity to use it, and still won't get it as Tears takes that one home. All the way up top, though. You see the entire field below. Your boy clicks. 9 eliminations, 49 points total, and a double edit there lasers Popeye out of the sky on the rotation in. Gonna move into the circle here, pushing through opponent builds. The double AR, honestly, to push through builds, not a bad call.
No.
Catches Proverbs, still has a launch pad, but with the circle of the storm, the storm this small.
Look at the trigger discipline right there with the shotgun. Wasn't sure who to shoot between the two players. 122 HP, 5 elims at this point, 6 players left.
I don't know if you caught that. He walled a player out outside the zone who was exposed to somebody else as they were trying to push into his structure. They got laid to the side, so Spud didn't even have to take that engagement, and he gets closer to a top 5 placement, which he has now.
Oh no,
Play there.
There's still a trap there.
That's
what it was.
Spud goes down to the trap. Potentially in the best spot for a drop down play. Full HP still, and here we go, dropping in, applying pressure, looking for the edit, the rotation on the outside. The storm's ticking. He's got to make a move here, otherwise that might be all she wrote, depending on the HP, and it doesn't matter. Clicks, gets the shot from above. The last elimination, 11 elims, a 21-point game. Clicks already qualified in duos, Jack.
What is that called? The single edit cone? What is the actual technical geometrical shape of it? Let us know, because we are obviously not good at math, but a brilliant elim from Kaizui there, jumping out, making sure he got the shot, and then the storm ticked that one over. I mean, this guy's a walking highlight reel.
Dude, for sure. And I like that he already has zone priority there. You saw him land on the very close. We see a rift there going off. Maysif is going down as well. This lobby is very quickly dwindling. Strugs here descending down on these people, maybe looking to make a pick if they are low, if he feels so inclined. But I like the Kaizui is just maintaining his position right now. And another thing I was actually talking about with Bala during the break,
adapting in terms of popping it later and kind of canceling out the fact that the glide animation is so slow and so easily punished. You're seeing it utilized a lot more, because then that momentum turns into horizontal momentum, which Kaizui uses to take out Grandma. No problem there, but will he be able to convert on the next one? You see him create the space and get back up onto the high ground, doing everything he can to try and put just one more box between him and his opponent.
Like to see it here. Back on with Kaizui. Now, guys, keep in mind, he's got the heavy snipe. We saw him do it before. He's looking to punch through a wall and edit on people, or rather pump them in the face.
Or just try and flick him. He just tried to flick straight up with the heavy sniper. I mean, we've seen him do it before. This player out of the baller knows Jordan has a ton of materials. Fiber on ultimate high. Tears on the low ground. Will he be able to get it though, Zeke? He does. Jordan goes down, but can he get any of the mats? You saw him desperately looking for it. Can't find it. Tries to get the reload off with the heavy sniper. Doesn't quite confirm it. And Fiber comes down from the high ground. He says, it's my turn to fight now. Joins the fray. Finds outplay in a bush. If you don't have the bush, you're not getting the outplay. Now in a build battle up on the side. It's a 1v1 here, Zeke.
He's got to pop that slurp juice if he can, but right now it's not looking good. Remember, he has no builds, and right now Tears is sitting completely okay up on the high ground.
Tears should win this. There's no way. Like, he should just be able to wall it off and wait it out. Yep. One of the advantages, we talked about it, Tears hanging out in the baller for a decent amount of that, having the excessive amount of mats in the end game.
Because, you know,
I don't. What if you got rocked there in the headshot?
I mean, you saw him go down. He got down in the critical for sure on the cracked back, but listen.
It was a 60 HP headshot that put him through there, because the storm was ticking, and then if it had been a pump, it would have been different. As Bugger shows, if it's a pump, it can be different, particularly from that range.
Launch pad, but we'll mean a community launch pad. Not the best situation for Bugga, but listen, he's going to get himself to safety, and that's what matters. A few shots going out. Okay, triple 36s. Make that 4, and that's gone. That's it. The player's gone.
Yep. Jaeger's going down Bugga, looking for the snap reaction, heavy snipe on the player from the high ground. Instead, just continuing to trade out with the AR, because the storm will start pressuring him, and he gets it. Crab, you belong down on the beach. Bugga says, get down there.
And now check it out, we're still moving away, but we're moving more into that jungle area. We see a nice 82 on the player as he follows in. Bugga goes full send on that player, and it pays off. Now he needs to go on the offensive here. He did pick up extra materials as well, Sundown, so he's feeling really good and really confident.
Bugga now diving down is going to opt to reset, but only 18 builds.
I like that he just goes in and just establishes himself. He does have the RPG to rely on. There's going to be one player, potentially two here in the fall, but just like you said, he only has 9 builds. He needs to find a player and eliminate them, secure those very vital materials.
Yep, and Flossin, you can go sit in a queue now that you've been eliminated there. Bugga saying bye-bye, dropping him from the high ground.
No builds.
7 players left, but as you said, is out of builds. Here's the fake rift, doesn't quite confirm it. There's looking to drop this player, finds where it's connected. The player did have redeploy, late catch on himself, but it didn't matter. So Schoolboy threw the cone down, but was occupying it, so it didn't quite build him, not going to protect him from that. As you see, Bugga taking advantage of the fact he has builds again to waterfall back down. Didn't want to be caught.
Literally just levitating his way down. That's how fast everything just happened. But like you said, he's back down. Now look, he did have a great deal of builds. Now we are in top 4 right now, so this is going to be a very difficult situation. We see a nice shot come through, nothing to fall. Someone does crack back, but it doesn't matter. Juxi gets traded out, and now Bugga's down to 32 and RPG. Follow up. Zin, though,
Cloakzy's the last player left. It's a 1v1 between Zin and Cloakzy right now. And Cloakzy, while all that was going on, opted to just take high ground and is walling Zin out. As we move up this slight grade, because Cloakzy owns all of these buildings, he just knows where this player is. Eventually, he'll be forced out into the storm. And you see him jumping out to the side, going up another layer. Zin trying to follow him. This is so good from Cloakzy. This is amazing. How to win a match? You don't always need to be the one fragging out. That level of execution was gross.
They're playing Fortnite, we're playing not Fortnite. And that's actually a really good point. So Vaughn and I chatted about this, and it kind of blew my mind what he kind of brought to light, was that keep in mind, you need 300 points to participate. But you can hit the 300 whenever. So we're going to see not only are awesome people going to qualify and punch their ticket to finals, but throughout these weeks incoming, so he's trying to isolate them as quickly as possible as he moves with his back to the storm right now.
Zero builds needs to be very careful about sliding down there, but Cease needed to be more careful. Ceci hitting an amazing hanging out, does still have the heavy sniper. And you're talking about it, Zeke. When don't you ever want a heavy sniper? Particularly here, if you're able to push through. And he actually is going at it with that uncommon tack. We talk about it, how it's only good if you're able to sneeze on somebody. Well, in these box situations, you're doing more than that. Basically hugging the opponent and putting tons of shots. But Keys just barely on the edge. We talk about living on the edge, living on a prayer. That's Keys right now on the low ground, no builds. Well, his prayers were certainly not answered as the rocket coming towards his face. You do have, I believe, one of the Liquid boys holding the high ground with that barcode, just trying to force himself down. Reliable against K4S on the low ground, trying to find whatever space he can. Unfortunately, goes down to the storm, and now barcode just trying to force out. Is almost reliable. Gonna be reliable here, or is he gonna live up to his name and almost be it? Let's see. Dropping down into the water. Jumps out for the challenge. Doesn't quite find it. Reliable? Nope.
Dude, that was almost like absolutely sick. We saw the stink grenade come out, and that forced barcode, aka someone.
Balls. What it does, or builds, excuse me. What it doesn't allow you to do is pick up as many eliminations and have as much of the high ground opportunity when trading through until you start getting aggressive with it. So Nscav opting to drop out of his ball and then challenge for his one retake. That's the one thing it will let you do, and it puts you in such a great position now because all those players who haven't just been rolling around don't have the same amount of builds, don't have the same amount of shields, which makes it more difficult. So it's a little balance between the two, and as you can see, a number of players utilizing it right now.
That's right, my man. We saw Reverse 2K find a baller as well, and now it's working for him. Another Elim under the belt. He still has the slurp juice if he needs to top himself off. Plenty of builds as well. Deciding to pop it now, just in case things go awry. He's going to be able to top himself off. We are top 11 right now, so don't forget, top 5 is the next placement threshold, and the lobby is continuing to dwindle. So we moved away from the divot, which is great. We need to start cracking these ballers left and right. We see a player drop down. It's Diggy, recently signed by FaZe. He gets one pump back to the lobby. Can we get a follow-up here from Reverse? Someone on the left. You got to be careful. And he comes out. What a beautiful play.
He needs to close it, though. Great job. Cleaning the player. He needs to stick with that SMG swap there. Needs to be able to clean it up. Has the player pinned. That's tough in a tough spot. But now Ryan, the last baller left. And when will he make his move?
Oh, he gets edited on, but it doesn't even matter. He cracks back and one pumps that man's dome, and he's going to continue on. I like that he has the RPG here. Very scary close quarters. It doesn't even matter. He doesn't need it. 110 to the face of that person. Top 3 right now, Sundown.
Yep, top 3, and you have Keys and Rhyme in a 1v1 on the high ground.
Oh,
but
Keys
Trey trying to drop him down. Keys very instinctual there, catching himself, but can't quite catch it again. Tried to pop the rift, didn't get it in time. Rhyme now on the low ground, and Trey closes that one out. 70 eliminations, victory royale.
Awkward situation. You know, one of the fastest editors in the game for many people, Symphony. 50 points right now. Should clearly make it to Sunday, but we'll see how this game ends up for him.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like there's actually a free baller there. No, somebody is in there. Regardless, I'm still, oh, actually takes out Pretending there. Nice little peek on the edge of the zone there, Symphony, good positioning. I'm still a little shook by that ballooner.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it might be Vivid because he used the barcode, he switched his name to the barcode, and he's already qualified, so that's where you can start to experiment.
Vivid, you upset me. Symphony still with 43 total builds left. Look at the shields though. 6 minis, 2 bigs. So doesn't actually have the top side covered for the moment. Drops all the way down to 5 HP, but does finally have an elim come through to at least get back up to 55 health. Turns back around for some mats, only gets around 6 more total builds. Symphony needs to build further into the zone if he can, and then pop the minis. Able to get one off in time. Melody back up to 150 HP. An absolutely winnable game for this player. I would assume is on the top side of our leaderboards right now at this many points. Yeah. Cloaksy's still alive as well, and Clarity playing on the high ground with the most health left in the lobby.
Yeah, and this duel between Enigma and Cloak right now, very important, as actually Clarity's going to knock them right into each other.
Melody looking for the mats, and remember, players in those ballers don't use many materials, so a chance for a lot of mats there, decides not worth it. That's FaZe. Cloak trying to waterfall down, gets cut down. Melody one-on-one. Clarity slowly dropping on down. Can Melody win from the low ground? It's one of the toughest things to do in late game Fortnite. Clarity still with a ton of builds. Beautiful shotgun shot, does get 2 bits of damage off onto Melody. Melody continuing just to hold this angle. Melody trying to build on up. Clarity looking to just block out. The Sky does get hit hard, but Clarity with the high ground does win the game. It's the advantages of high ground showing to their truest form right there, Ball.
Yeah, definitely have to do that with the boogie bombs. If you miss your shot, if you even just get like that 30 damage pump shotgun off the side, that 1 pellet, that's unforgivable.
You could almost argue that the risk there is throwing the boogie bomb instead of taking the pump shot, because he could have hit him right there. The player wasn't looking.
Yep.
But instead, once he hits the boogie bomb, he's like, okay, I basically made the risky play.
Yep.
Now let's make sure I make it worthwhile.
Exactly.
And you can't ask for much more than immediately eliminating the player.
Good awareness there by Soul. Handy was stuck in a box
from the previous builds. Does do a great job reconnecting that, actually. Yeah. Shout out to whoever's on the high ground. Pump shotty. But Hogman now just 1 layer below, looking to end this game of the person on the high ground right now.
They're so high, though, and Top Gun's starting to look back.
Oh, no, and Hogman's down to just 10 HP.
Yeah, down to 10 HP, starting to waterfall, but no! Top Gun manages to take it out. He looked back at the perfect time and finished up his fight, and that fight went on for way too long. I was actually going to start to commend them for not fighting too high.
Yep.
I want to see what you're made of, see what kind of materials you have. And then the entire lobby piles on.
And then once that happens, again, it's like, the heavy sniper is a good weapon, just to be clear. It's a very good weapon.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I think he almost went to, and then you almost look at the amount of players remaining and go, am I really about to risk my whole game when there's just 2 more deaths needed to get placement points?
Right outside of top 25,
and that was Slappy, and he takes the L!
No.
Oh, no! Takes the L on his teammate, TSM Slappy. For a brief moment, just going to follow this opponent's build, and, smart heads up play. This player thinks Zexro's down low. Zexro instead goes right to his level and just...
He actually missed the edit, though. Unfortunately, it does get knocked down now, finally. And he's going to be able to take a nice shotgun. He's in the same box. He takes out Predator. Nice play from Zexro. He's got a little bit more mats for it as well.
Right now, showing it all over again.
Yeah, TwitchCon. Such a strong performance there. Oh, my goodness.
60-plus damage headshot right there.
Yeah.
It's like he just doesn't miss. Oh, the launch pad, panic launch pad used, 36 tag, looking for the finish on the elimination, trying to get any bit of spray he can. Does get taken by someone else.
But this one I don't think is going to get stolen there. He gets Lamoned, but does manage to fall. He still has high ground. I don't know how he's doing this. I don't know how he's getting these materials. He actually just went up another 10, but here comes a baller trying to take high ground and fight time at the same time. So I think that's the end. No, he continues to fight. He continues. He does not want to lose this, and he's actually just destroying anybody who goes up here. He's actually on 12 elims, and another one named
13.
Flow. Flowing a little bit too slowly there. And reload the heavy sniper now. That's opportunity.
Knows that's really his best chance here to begin to swing some of these engagements, get that heavy sniper reload way towards the edge of that zone, dropping another one down. No fall damage taken, a 110 pump, a 72. Hip fire. How about some more? Look, Zexro knows one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
And that's just pushing everyone he sees. It's like he sees red in these late games. Looking to try to finish this game strong. Already at 14 limbs, top 5. Top 4. 50 limbs.
Zexro, what are you doing?
I'm telling you, Zexro like only just sees an enemy as like you are in my lobby, you have to perish now.
Yeah, definitely. These players wronged him by being in the same lobby. He wants
your fault.
revenge, and he gets it again.
220.
And
110.
another one. Wow. 1-on-1 now. It's Zexro up against the Guardy party on high ground. Where is this going to go?
Zexro has a major health advantage.
Yeah, he does, but it's going over that hill, and that's going to definitely take his health advantage away. But it's actually 30 HP for Guardy party. Let's see what happens here. The hill is going to be a problem for Zexro. What's his plan to get out of here? Maybe the med kit? No, he's going to go for the launch pad. Yes. Does he get in the zone? No, this player actually, he doesn't realize. Does not realize he lands on top of him, but the zone is going to end him.
Oh. Wow. So close. Guardy party. Is that actually 0 limbs?
Yes, I don't think you.
Zex throws it at like 15 and takes the L.
19 points clear of Buggo.
Jesus. Okay, listen. That is a performance all on its own.
Yeah. That's just incredible right there. Snood also getting his way up there with that last victory royale. Someone who's been a little quieter as of recent. You have Fiber in there. Tears making his first appearance on the top 10 board, but also a bunch of familiar names towards the bottom. Top Gun, Kaizui, Blind sneaking his way in. Yosef Tuxi hanging out right there as the last one with 69 points. But don't forget, there's 20 players here. There's 6 spots up for grabs tomorrow. And with this spread going out, with 70 being that hard cutoff right now, any of these players are going to be able to challenge through. You see Roque in there, who got off to the incredible start, 66 points. Elevate Cease's duo also challenging up there with 66. Hogman in there.